All right, fifth grade, we have lines, number lines, and tally marks. Three different things we're gonna learn about today. So first, let's start with lines. So in your math notebook, I want you to write each of these down. I want you to write line, line segments, and ray, okay? So first, drawing a line. When I draw a line, lines are infinite. They go on in both directions infinitely. They keep going and going and going. Line segments have endpoints. So when I draw a line segment, I need to put at the end of that line segment 2 dots to show that's where it stops. Okay? So there's my line segment. And then lastly, we have a ray. A ray has one side that goes on forever and one side that has a stopping point. So it could go that direction. It doesn't matter which direction your ray goes, but it has one point that's stopped and one point that goes on forever. All right? Now, vertical lines, horizontal lines, and oblique lines. So I want you to write these three things down, right? Vertical line, horizontal line, and oblique line, right? Write all of those down. And then you're going to draw what they look like. So I'll grab my ruler again here. So vertical line goes up and down. So I'm going to move my ruler like this. And here's my vertical line. All right, so you can go ahead and draw that. That's a vertical line. Horizontal line would go the other way. It would go sideways. So if I have my ruler here, I'll make it horizontal. And here's my horizontal line. Infinite in both directions. And then an oblique line is anything that is not horizontal or vertical. That would be an oblique line. So my oblique line I'm going to draw like this. There's my oblique line. It's not vertical, it's not horizontal. It could be anything that's not quite vertical or not quite horizontal would be oblique. All right, so lines. Good. Now, here's an example here. The sequence counts down by ones. Write the next 6 numbers in the sequence and say the numbers aloud as a class. So we have 5, 4, 3, and then we go 2, 1, 0, -1, -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and -3. That's the next 6 numbers in the series. Okay? So the next thing we're learning about are number lines. So you've seen number lines before. If you wanted to draw a number line from 0 to 5, this is what it would look like. It has arrows that go on in both directions. And then you have a line here, and then you have a number marking what each line represents, and that is a number line. Okay, so if you wanted to know how many segments were on this number line, you would count the spaces between numbers. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be 5 segments. You're always counting the spaces in between. All right, on this number line, it says arrows A and B indicate integers. So integers can be anything from 1 to as high as you can count, or -1 to as low as you can count, or 0. Those are integers. So it's asking, what do these represent? So I have 0 marked, and I have negative marked, -5, and +5, but none of these other ones are marked. So what you can do is try to figure out, okay, what do each of these represent? Let's say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and that works because now I'm at 5. So I know that B is 2 and I know that A, -1, -2, -3. I know that A is -3. And then it says using a comparison symbol to show which integer is greater. So we would have -3 over here is less than 2. All right, tally marks. You've seen tally marks before as well. So if I draw 3 tally marks, they're just like that, 3 vertical little segments there. Once you get to 5, the 5th tally mark you do sideways. So if I'm drawing 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, number 5 goes across 6. So that would be how you represent the number 6 with tally marks. We do this so that it's easier to count. You have groups of 5. So if I have like 20 tally marks, then it's super easy because it's 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, so if I had you in class, maybe I'll do this during math class and we'll see what's more popular, pequeños or arepas. So I'd say, all right, raise your hand if you like arepas, and I would mark down how many students raised their hand with tally marks. All right, how many of you like pequeños more than arepas? And then I'd mark that down with tallies as well. So that's some real world application for you. All right, here is your lesson practice. It has to do with lines and with tallies and with number lines. Blessings on your day.